Hi, welcome to Charlie's. Can I help you?
Welcome to Charlie's.
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 In this video, we will highlight the procedures on how to correctly prepare bacon, rolls, onions, green peppers, mushrooms, lettuce, tomatoes, and lemonade. Always utilize your visual training aids to assist with training. Refer to your prepped product hold time chart when dating your food prep. Always remember food safety first. Always wash your hands and wear gloves when handling ready-to-eat food. Be sure to completely wash, rinse, and sanitize your prep sink, knives, cutting boards, and slicers. For personal safety, cut-resistant gloves should always be worn when using cutting equipment such as knives and slicers. Remove a layer of bacon from the case using the parchment paper and place it on the grill bacon side down. The parchment paper should stay on top of the bacon while cooking. Set the timer for 3 minutes. Once the timer sounds, remove the parchment paper from the bacon. Flip the bacon to the other side using the long grill spatula. Reset a timer for 2.5 minutes. The total cook time for bacon is 5.5 minutes. When the timer sounds again, the bacon should be done cooking. Slide the spatula under the bacon and tilt the spatula to drain off the excess bacon grease. Fold 2 to 4 paper towels in the bottom of a half-size pan or on a tray. Place the bacon on the paper towel to absorb the excess bacon grease. Once drained, place the bacon in a clean, 4th size pan with a false bottom. Place the bacon on the front service line. Any bacon not being used should be dated, rotated, and placed in the cooler. Remove rolls from case and mark with a 24-hour hold time. Do not stack more than 2 bags of rolls on top of each other. Rolls should be put on a shelf at room temperature. Never thaw rolls in the cooler. When doing onions, green peppers, and mushrooms, the slicer should be set to the second line for 1/8 inch. Place the necessary amount of mushrooms into the colander. Place the colander into the prep sink and rinse the mushrooms under cold water. Line a tray or a pan with paper towels and spread the mushrooms over the paper towels. Allow the mushrooms to air dry before slicing. Place the whole mushrooms into the hand slicer and close the safety guard. Push the plunger and turn the blade assembly simultaneously. Place the sliced mushrooms into a 1/6 size 6-inch deep pan for online storage. Cover and date mark a 48-hour hold time on all prepared mushrooms. Do not fill above the chill line. On a cutting board, cut off the core and the stem ends of the onion. Remove the outer layer of skin. Cut the onions in half vertically. Place the onion halves into the slicer with the stem or core end nearest to the blades and close the safety guard. You may slice 2 to 4 halves at once. Place the sliced onions into a 1/6 size 6-inch deep pan for online storage. Make sure to use any product that may still be on the slicer. Do not fill above the chill line. Cover and date mark the prepared onions with a 48-hour hold time. Make sure to take apart and wash, rinse, and sanitize the slicer before the next product prep to avoid cross-contamination. Place the necessary amount of peppers into the colander. Place the colander into the prep sink and rinse the peppers under cold water. On a cutting board, cut the peppers in half lengthwise and remove the core and ribs. Lightly hit the green pepper half against your palm to remove any remaining seeds. Stack the pepper halves inside one another and lay them flat into the hand slicer with the top or bottom end of the pepper nearest to the blade and close your safety guard. Push the plunger and turn the blade assembly simultaneously. Place the sliced green peppers into a 1/6 size 6-inch deep pan for online storage. Cover and date mark 48-hour hold time on the prepared green peppers. Remove the heads of lettuce needed from the cooler. Remove the core and any wilted or brown leaves and place the lettuce heads into the prep sink. Fill the sink with enough water to submerge the lettuce. Cover the lettuce with 1 bucket of ice. Allow the lettuce to shock for 10 minutes. While the lettuce is shocking, proceed with other prep or tasks for maximum efficiency. Remove the lettuce from the water and place it in the colander. Allow the lettuce to drain for up to 15 minutes. For romaine, cut off the bottom 3 inches of the stalk and discard. Separate the leaves and place them in the colander or pan. Stack 8 leaves of romaine on top of each other. Make 2 cuts lengthwise, 1 down each side of the leaves. Continue to check for brown or wilted spots. Cut the stack widthwise 1 time and place the pieces in a bus tub or a full-size pan. For iceberg, remove the core of the lettuce by hitting the core against the cutting board and twisting the core out by hand. Discard the core. Remove any brown or wilted leaves from the outer portion of the head. Place the iceberg on the cutting board and cut the head into 4 quarters. Place the quarters into a bus tub or a full-size pan. Make sure to set the pin on the blade assembly to the 1/8 line for a 1/2 inch. Place the lettuce sections into the slicer and close the safety guard. Press the plunger and turn the blade assembly simultaneously. Mix the lettuce with gloved hands or tongs. Place chopped lettuce into the slicer and slice a second time. Once the lettuce is mixed well, place lettuce into a half-size pan. Cover, use a day dot procedures to mark the pans. Lettuce has a hold time of 12 hours after it is prepared. Remove the tomatoes from the walk-in and rinse under cold water. Remove the cores with the coring instrument. Secure the tomato tamer to the counter or work area. Place the tomato into the tomato tamer, core side down, between the blade assembly and the plunger and handle. Lightly cut the skin of the tomato as you place it against the blades. Grasp the plunger handle with your dominant hand and push the tomato through the blades in one swift motion. Catch the tomato slices with your free hand. Make sure to discard the top and bottom slices. Once you have sliced a number of tomatoes, cut each tomato in half vertically. Place the sliced tomatoes into a 1/6 size 4-inch deep plastic pan. Stagger the arrangement of the tomatoes in a basket weave pattern so they do not get mushy. Each pan will hold up to 5 tomatoes. Cover and date mark the prepared tomatoes for 12 hours. Pour 1 gallon of Sun Orchard lemonade into a clean 22-quart plastic container. Lemonade containers must be marked for lemonade only. Fill the empty gallon jug with cold water. Pour 4 gallons of cold water into the plastic container. Wearing gloves, mix the cold water and lemonade thoroughly using a rubber spatula. Never add ice to the lemonade. The lemonade can be poured immediately into the Crathco refrigerated dispenser as soon as each batch is prepared. Lemonade in the walk-in must be stored in a covered plastic container. The hold time for lemonade is 48 hours in the walk-in or 24 hours in the lemonade dispenser. Remember the 7 objectives that are important to us: team members, quality, friendliness, speed, cleanliness, value, and celebrate. Adhering to these objectives is what makes Charlie's Charlie's.
Thank you. Come again.